youngest male swamp wallaby, footling weaner doe kangaroo. I think she's butch. I think she might be butch. She likes fighting. She likes picking fights with swamp wallabies. She likes picking fights with wallaroos. Always young, younger than she is. She's a bully. And I've missed capturing three, maybe four tail chases between her and both this little swampy and a young wallaroo. Both cases, male wallaroo, male swamp wallaby, female kangaroo chasing them around, trying to beat them up. It's not a thing I have seen before. The only aberrant feature I can come up with is that her mother, this kangaroo's mother, is Princess of the Black Spot, and Princess of the Black Spot likes to amorously embrace foam pads just before she reaches her period of maximum fertility. Now, this young kangaroo is over there looking for breadcrumbs because maybe a quarter of an hour before I started this video, I told her off, hunted her away, and gave this young fella a bit of bread. Now, it's not as if there's no bread around because there's half a slice. If she was actually bloody hungry, she could have come over here and eaten the half a slice. But no, she wanted to pick a fight with a younger male swamp wallaby, just as she has already picked a fight with a younger male black wallaroo, and wallaroos don't even eat bread. So she's not competing for food. She's just an aggressive bitch. More evidence that every individual marsupial has its own personality. And this one is a bitch and a bully. There's not really much more I can say. It's her nature. It may be her choice. It's certainly the way she behaves. And it bloody annoys me when she monsters quiet, timid little fellas like this young bloke. And there she is, coming back out. Yeah, I mean, I have no right to hold an opinion about kangaroos and swamp wallabies, but 33 years, it's the first time I've ever seen a kangaroo whose hobby appeared to be beating up youngsters, males, and beating up opposite sexed youngsters of different species. Maybe I better call this girl Aunty Jack. Farewell, Aunty Jack. We know you'll be back, 'cause you're 10 feet tall and you don't care at all. Yeah. Tree fall, other side of the valley. When Aunty Jack gets the shits, She rips your arms off and hits you around the head with the soggy ends, as I recall it, from the 1970s when Aunty Jack was on the TV. Yeah, you'd think butter wouldn't melt in the mouth at the moment, but she's a bully. She's a bitchy old kangaroo. Well, she's a bitchy young kangaroo. But no doubt she'll grow into an old one. I'll put this on pause again unless she does something interesting. Now here we see the swamp wallaby has found the bread. No, the swamp wallaby is moving on from the bread. Why are you doing that? There's a bit of bread there. Look, it's on the ground. It's on the ground. Yeah, that's bread. Kangaroo's paying attention. Okay, that's got me beat. I suppose I can go and get biscuits, throw them out, see what we get from that, eh? Might as well. Almost feels like cheating, but I'll do it. Okay, we're in the white corner, in the red corner. See the bloody kangaroo going chasing the swampy? And the swampy doing his best to see what he can do. See? Bloody big bully bitch. Yeah. And she's as bold as brass, and he's really, really skitty and twitchy and scared, and he has a hard time screwing up the courage to come out of the tree line. Because when they get out of the pouch, swamp wallaby does seem to they teach or tell or instruct their joeys to sit out of sight while the doe comes over and gets fed. And then maybe 2 or 3 months later, when the little joey gets big enough to be almost independent, then they get to make friends with me all by himself. They've seen me from the pouch as a joey, but it's not until they become an autonomous individual. Yeah, see? I told you, she's just a fucking bitch. A greedy, selfish, might have right. Whoops. Bashed me bloody head on a low hanging rafter. But yeah, she's just a selfish bitch. Very nice, but that's her personality. And rewarding it is how I keep her off the other fellas. And try and feed them in different places. Because it's really difficult teaching fairness to a selfish, greedy marsupial. Probably no more difficult than teaching selflessness to a selfish, greedy human. But, egalitarianism, interspecies forest communitarianism, here we are. These little critters come to me for help and aid and assistance, and I do what I can. Because they've been living here for tens of thousands of years which is a speculation I base on the fact that I've known both of their great grandparents, because their great grandparents, their grandparents, their parents, and them have all lived within 500 metres of here over the past 30 years. If they don't get hunted out or starved out or chased away by a drought, then marsupials are just like the rest of Australians. They stay on their traditional family, clan, tribal homeland. They're Tauri. And there's lots of individual variety among their various personalities, as much among the marsupials as there is among the people. And, bloody mosquito. There you go, gotcha. See? That's where the mosquito died. And each species has kind of like a generic personality of its own. So the kangaroos are different people to the swamp wallabies, in the same way the Vietnamese are different people to the Greeks. And the individual Greeks are different people, and the individual Vietnamese are different people. And for whatever reason, this little grey kangaroo doe is a selfish, greedy, bullying bitch. That was an interesting noise. See, she's over there going to see whether he's got anything more and what she can monster him out of. Yeah, he's gone entirely. He's had enough. And she's still looking for whatever she can get. The Gina Reinhardt of eastern grey kangaroos. In fact, that might become her name, Gina. The fat cat, trendy, muddy, grubbing asshole of grey kangaroos. There. Never thee mind. Gina. Gina Reinhardt, the Eastern Grey. Gina Reinhardt, the self-centered, hungry, bullying bitch. Wobbles on a lot to YouTube. Ciao.